Hello everyone and welcome back to English with Lucy. Do you ever feel confused when you hear or see phrases like gimme, hafta, lotsa, sorta, typer, frunner? What do these all mean? Well, there are quite a few to learn. They are reductions or reduced words. And you do need to know these words in order to understand natural conversation. And you might want to use these words if you want to sound more like a native speaker when you talk. Before we get started, I would just like to thank the sponsor of today's video. It is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with classes designed for real life, so you can move forward with your learning journey without putting your life on hold. You can learn and grow with short classes that fit around your busy routine. They offer lots of language-related classes, which I know you'll love, things like grammar and vocabulary, but also more specific things like customer service and interview preparation. But they also have many other classes that will assist you on your creative journey or help you with starting a new business. Classes on logo design, web development, productivity, just to name a few. I'm taking a class on iPhone photography. It's by the teacher Dale McManus because I want to up my Instagram game. I use a lot of photographers, but I know that my phone has so much potential and I want to harness that. He covers so many topics that I've never even considered before, like dead space and the rule of thirds. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable, especially when compared to expensive in-person workshops or classes. An annual subscription is less than $10 per month. And I will let you know that the first 500 of my subscribers to click the link in the description box will get a 2-month free trial of premium membership, so you can all go and explore your creativity. Right, let's get started with the lesson. So, reductions. What are they? They are reduced forms of words. Normally 2 words, occasionally 3 words. For example, the reduction gimme is actually give plus me. Gimme. For example, gimme that pen. Gimme that pen. Give me that pen. You will find that there are some commonly used words that are often included in reductions, me being one of them. Another example of a reduction including me is lemmy. Lemmy. For example, let me come with you. Let me come with you. Let me come with you. Now, you must never use these in formal situations or formal writing tasks, especially. Don't use these in exams unless you are specifically asked to use reductions or slang language. I would say that the most important part of this is that you understand them, so if a native speaker uses one with you, you can understand and respond. But if you are looking to sound like a native speaker, then you might want to practice these. Now let's move on to the second set of reductions, which is what plus is plus word. The first one is what is up? What is up? What do we say? We say what's up? What's up? What's up with that? What's up with that? What is up with that? Another one is what is her? What is her? We reduce this to what's her? What's her? For example, what's her name again? What's her name again? That is something that I would genuinely say in an informal situation. However, I would be unlikely to write this down. I would just use this in spoken informal speech. Spoken speech, obviously. The masculine form of this, what's his, what's his, what is his, what's his phone number, what's his phone number, what is his phone number. Again, I wouldn't write what's his down, but I would say it. Right, onto the third group of reductions, we have word plus have. Word plus have. The first one is could plus have, coulda, coulda. So instead of saying could've, we can say coulda. You could have told me that yesterday. We also have might have, which reduces to mighta, mighta. She might have gone to the bank today. She might have gone to the bank today. We also have must have, which reduces to muster. Muster. She must have taken the train. She must have taken the train. And we have should have, which reduces to shoulda. I did a video on shoulda, woulda, coulda. You should know about this. I will link it down below or up in the sky somewhere if you want to watch that video, because it is seriously important. People need to learn how to use shoulda, woulda and coulda. Natives and non-natives alike. An example for shoulda: you should have done something. You should have done something. And the last one, would have, woulda. Woulda. I would have gone, but I was ill. I would have gone, but I was ill. Now the next group of reductions is word plus to. Word plus to. This next one is one that you will hear so frequently. It is going plus to is gonna. I actually did, back in the day, a whole video on just wanna and gonna, and people found it really useful. So I'm hoping this video is really going to enlighten a lot of you. But yes, gonna is a reduction that we use all the time. I'm gonna go to the shops. Do you want anything? I'm gonna go to the shops. Do you want anything? I really wouldn't say, I'm going to go to the shops. Do you want anything? I would say, I'm going to go to the shops. I'm going to go. It's much easier. Another really common one, got plus to, got to. This changes to gotta, gotta. I gotta go. I gotta go. Notice that I'm not saying I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm saying I gotta. I'm almost saying it with a D sound. I gotta go. Gotta go. Now, what would we say for have plus to? Have to, have to. We would say have to, have to. So we change that v sound to a f sound, and then the schwa at the end. Have to. Oh my God, you have to meet him. You have to meet him. And what about has plus to? Has to, has to. Well, it changes to has to, has to. Now, a lot of non-native speakers will find it quite hard to say the z sound in front of the t sound. Has to, has to. That's quite a hard combination because z is voiced and t is unvoiced. So even native speakers will change it to has to, has to. She has to believe him. She has to believe him. Another one, ought and to, ought to. This changes to oughta, oughta. You ought to call in sick. You ought to call in sick. Now, this is more common in American English. They say oughta, oughta, and then, sorry, my American accent really needs some work. The combination of vowel and consonant sounds is slightly easier, especially with the way they use d instead of t, oughta, oughta, but we say oughta, oughta, and it sounds almost too posh. Maybe this one isn't as commonly used in British English, but I think you ought to know about it anyway. Ooh, see what I did there? And then the last one, a really, really common one that again I have explained before, it is want to, want to. This is wanna, wanna. And in the third person singular, it's wants to. Wants to. A lot of teachers forget about this one and students get really, really confused and say she wanna when it should be she wants to. I want to go to the cinema. She wants to come with me. She wanna come with me is used in a slang way, but if you want to speak proper slang English, then you should say wants to. It sounds more grammatically correct because it's accounting for that third person singular. Now, the next group of reductions is word plus of. These are really common, so make sure you listen to this part because a lot of them aren't as obvious as the previous group. The first one is kind of, kind of. We reduce this to kinda, kinda. I kinda like it. I kinda like it. This one I use all the time. I rarely say kind of. I really often say kinda. It also works with the plural of kind, kinds of. This makes kindser, kindser. I've got loads of kinds of teas in my cupboard. Oh, I said loadser. This is loads of, loadser. I've got loads of kinds of tea in my cupboard. It also works for lots of, lotser. There are lots of people here. There are lots of people here. Also works for lot of. This makes lotter. She's had a lot of boyfriends. We also have out of, which makes outer. I have to get out of here. So I'm using have to, and I'm also using outer, out of. We also have sort of, making sorter. What sort of chocolate's that? And type of, making typer. It's a type of dark chocolate. And a really weird one, which we do use in spoken slang, but not in written slang, really. It's front of, which makes frunner. Park in front of the house. Right, now we have a huge group of reductions. It is word plus you. There are so many reductions here. Most of them are commonly used, so it's important that you know them. The first one we have is bet you. This changes to betcha. So when we join a t sound and a y sound, bet you, we join it together as part of connected speech and we make a ch sound. Betcha. I bet you can't guess how much that costs. We also have don't you, making don't ya. You might remember the Pussycat Dolls song, Don't Ya Wish Your Girlfriend. I'm not going to sing it, just because it doesn't complement my voice. Don't ya. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? And that's my example. We also have get you, which makes getcha. I'm gonna getcha next time I see ya. So we used gonna, getcha. To get someone means it's like a threat to beat someone up. And I also use the next one, which is see you, which changes to see ya. Where are you? I can't see ya. We also have got you, which reduces to gotcha. I got you this for Christmas. Now, we don't use the rest of this list in written English. This is just spoken slang, so please note that. We have how do you, which is how'd ya. How do you like your coffee? We also have how did you in the past. There's just a subtle difference here. We say how'd ya. How'd you do that? We also have how would you, which is normally how'd ya. There are really, really subtle differences here. How would you do that? We also just have did you, which is ja. For example, did you go to the gym today? We also have what are you, which is what are you? Sounds weird to say on its own because it's always included as part of a full sentence. What are you doing? Or what do you, which again is what do you? What do you think you're doing? We also have want you, which changes to wantcha. I want you in my office right now. We have what did or do you, which is wodja. We have when did or do you, which is whenja. We have where did or do you, which is whereja. We have who did or do you, which is whoja. And we have why did or do you, which is whyja. And would you, reducing to woulja. Would you do me a favour? The last example that we have, I'm sure you'll know it, and if you don't, I'm honoured to be the teacher who teaches it to you. It is don't know, which is dunno. It can be spelt D-O-N-N-O or D-U-N-N-O. I think D-U-N-N-O is slightly more common, and we don't even have to say I in front of it. Dunno. We can also say, I don't know. I don't know. Right, that is the end of today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I've given you a lot of information. You do have some homework, however. You can't get away without homework. I would like you to write 5 sentences using new reductions that you've learned. So if you've learned something new in this lesson, please use them. I want to see very interesting sentences. Try to make me laugh, because I don't laugh a lot. I live alone. I do live with my fiance, but we live on a farm. I don't see many people. I don't get many opportunities to laugh. So if you can make me laugh, you're doing well. Right, don't forget to check out Skillshare. The first 500 people to click the link in my description box will get a 2-month free trial of premium membership. That's a great offer, so don't miss out. And don't forget to connect with me on all of my social media. I've got my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my personal Lucy Bella Earl channel, where I talk about everything that isn't English, i.e. my life. I will see you soon for another lesson. Mwah.